Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham.
एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वती साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि. With the most auspicious blessings from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, we welcome you all with our love and respects to yet another exciting day of Nithya Satsang. Here today, this wonderful morning, we prepare ourselves to receive Paramashiva, to become ready, to become available for Paramashiva to happen in all of us. I am joined here on the panel today by Srinitya Atma Pujananda Swami, Nithyananda Swami.
Nithyananda.
Today we are going to talk about just that. How the preparation to receive Paramashiva, how we can become available, and what is the technique, what is the key. And Swamiji himself has given that key through his discourses and also through his life, how he has enacted in his. Swami?
Yes, so really it's such a, the whole topic is so deep to every disciple. Every person, expects to become disciple. Every person who is looking for a guru in his life This is such a relevant topic, and this is the topic if we are actually having a guru, looking for a guru, planning to have a guru, or whatever it may be. If you're entering into this spiritual arena of experiencing the highest consciousness for which the guru, the guide, is the foremost requirement, then the attitude of the disciple, the attitude of the devotee plays the most significant part, where the connection between the guru and disciple happens. So the very foundation of Hinduism, actually, Hinduism is not a faith-based religion. It does not ask you to believe. It is an integrity based religion. Actually, the entire Hinduism is integrity based religion. If you declare that I am a grihastha outside, you are you are going to, inside yourself, be that. If you are declaring outside I am a sannyasi, you are going to become be that. So integrity is what you declare outside and what you become inside. There should not be any gap. So there should not be any gap between what you speak and what you are outside and what you are inside. So when that gap arises, only the whole conflict arises. So being integrated to the core is the first and foremost requirement. That is what, there only the relationship starts. Now, why the relationship between guru and disciple is very critical? Because for any relationship to mature, there is certain foundation required, which is the foundation of the whole. You can say what is the purpose of the guru and disciple relationship is the purpose is to merge with the divine, and the very starting point is where the guru is going to introduce the whole divinity and the revealing the whole truth to the disciple. Unless both tune to a certain space, the whole transmission of the knowledge does not happen. So that is a platform. On just how do you feel to take it forward? We're really going to go very deep into this, so that our audience, which actually leads to the Sarvagyana Uttaragama happened. Without the integrity of Subramanya, Sarvagyana Uttaragama never would have happened. Same way, without the integrity of Arjuna, the Bhagavad Gita would have never happened. So that means when the integrity happens of the disciple, then a huge revelation happens, not only to the disciple himself, but also to the whole planet Earth. It is the integrity of the guru and disciple where the Sarvagyana Vattaragama is happening, which is again existential happening. So it is very much important to understand and then to participate into the whole process. Yes, Swami, to take it forward.
Yes, yes, Swami, beautifully put. Now, how does it come down to us when we say simple integrity? How Swamiji explained it? Very simply, let's say today, and pretty much every single day, we come here and we prepare ourselves to receive Swamiji, to receive Paramashiva himself, to listen to his words, to be in Bhava Samadhi with Swamiji, and to be in entanglement, the quantum entanglement, which can lead to quantum enlightenment. Now, all of us, we have that intention. We want to be there and we want to sit there. So, what happens after that? Let's say over the period of time, let's say from right now to all the way to the time when the satsang starts, when actually Swamiji appears and he starts his talking, starts his discourse, starts his satsang, the Upanishad, when it starts to happen. We all make some declarations. Okay, today I'm going to sit there and I'm going to listen to Swamiji and I'm going to be totally present in the satsang. Because satsang is actually not just a discourse, It's not just delivery of some words. It is actually Upanishad happening, sitting with the master. So much can actually be transmitted just by sitting with the master. So what we do, we decide, I'll be giving my authentic listening. I'll be sitting there and completely receiving the Bhava Darshana. The quantum entanglement will happen to me. And then what happens? Maybe there is a phone call, or maybe there is something to be taken care in the next room, or somebody to attend to. So many things come up, and we do get distracted into other things. Now, very simply, how to bring about this integrity to what we have actually decided. Not that we have to not take care of anything that has to be taken care of, but having that decision to say that yes, I will be sitting with Swamiji. This is my time. This is my time of the day that I get to sit with the entire cosmos, sit with Paramashiva. And this is the time I give to myself and to Paramashiva so that I can become Paramashiva. The Paramashivatva can manifest inside me. Very beautifully, how Swamiji has put it. He has now made it so easy. It is not even, I can say, a pressure or a very strict enforcement of I have made a decision, I have to stick to it, and that is integrity. Not anymore. It is now very easy, very casually as we go through our lives. Very simply, integrity can happen. All the moments that have not been in integrity, you have to take care. Paramashiva has to take care. Other moments, I will bring me back. Now, this is a very liberating understanding, liberating cognition for a lot of us. It is for me, I'm sure, and I'm sure it is for a lot of others who are watching also. It is such a liberating complicity, responsibility, and understanding. These are not just principles. These are not some morals to follow. These are not good conduct. These are not moral signs. They are powers. They are cosmic powers. And when you relate with them as powers, then beautifully you can actually have a relating with them, with each of the powers. And immediately the power starts to manifest within us. The
Yes.
way you relate with that power, that matters. Yes, Swami.
So actually, when we talk about integrity, if really the whole existence is two-dimensional thing, then it is very easy for any individual to understand the whole spiritual science. It is not a limited phenomena, so it requires certain shift in the cognitive state and connectivity with the universe to have that experience happen inside us. If a multidimensional logic requires us to connect with the guru to actually experience the multidimensionalness of the whole existence itself. So unless we have that integrity, we cannot understand through our simple two-dimensional logic. That is not possible. So that is why it is always mentioned that in every scripture of Hinduism that be integrated to your guru. Like that is why even we say Guru Vishnu, Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Deva Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. So the whole understanding is that even before the God Guru comes, that is the understanding which is been given by the Shastras. And if we look at Swamiji's life himself, actually he is the personification of the integrity. How he has, stood in his life with the integrity, and which has actually laid down the Kailasa which is presently happening, the hues happening for the Hinduism and for the consciousness of the whole existence, is the happening of the Kailasa. It is happening out of the sole integrity of Swamiji towards his Guru. Actually, entire mission, he said, it's only the integrity, the words he has given to his Guru, which has given birth to the whole Kailasa. So even the life story of Swamiji, now we can actually understand the whole the one side of how the guru and disciple they tune so that a huge happening can happen. From life story of Swamiji we can try to understand. Yes, Swami, you can just share the story and we will take it further.
Yes, Swami. So this is a very a beautiful story that has happened in Swamiji's life, and through this story, I should say through this history in the making, history in the happening, so much was demonstrated, so much was shown to us, so much was actually being shown to us here in this one incident. The Swamiji, as you know, as you have multiple times heard, he enjoyed the presence of Paramashiva as Arunagiri Yogeshwara, and for 9.5 months he had the most intimate, the most powerful, the sweetest guru-disciple relationship he enjoyed. And during that period of time, this happened in the Tiruvannamalai, of course, and during that time, once Arunagiri Yogeshwara tells Swamiji, I'm going to give an initiation today. It is going to be a very formal initiation. So prepare for that very formally. So now Swamiji, usually what happens is he gets to his grandfather, who was a rice merchant, a very a well-known, reputed rice merchant in the city, and it was a town at the time. So he goes into the town and visits the shop, the store of his grandfather to receive some funds. And usually, what happens is whenever Swamiji used to come and ask for funds, his grandfather, he will ask the cashier, who is supposedly a very strict person, who is a strict enforcer, and he just doesn't give away anything very easily, and he's a true born cashier. And so what happens is, usually when Swamiji goes there, and pretty much his whole family and everybody around his family, also his extended family, they all know what Swamiji would want money for. They all know what he will do with the money. They all know he will use it for maybe giving it to some sadhu, or doing something ritualistic at the temple, some purpose. Everybody knew he will only go and ask for money for that purpose. So anytime Swamiji comes and asks for some money, they always used to grant. Okay, here you go. You can have this much of money. And at some point, he will also get a little bit of extra money. Little bit of extra money that Swamiji, as a child, he used to take it for himself and buy something little, some sweets or something that he will buy for himself. So this time, the situation is that the initiation should have happened. It must be done before sundown, before the sun sets. And Swamiji is there. He goes to the shop and he's waiting. And Swamiji also very beautifully describes how even when the cashier is just giving out the money, he literally drags it out. He let every piece of coin he will have to watch, examine, make sure that there is no double notes somewhere. All of that he will have to do, and how it is becoming of a cashier. He gets such a strict cashier, and then through all of this, there is a little bit extra time that happens, and Swamiji got the money that he needed for the rituals, but he's actually waiting there to get a little bit of extra money so that he can buy something, and he can maybe get a sweet or something like that he wanted to do. So he's just waiting for that, and that made a little bit of delay. So what happened is, once he received that extra money also, the extra coin, he took it and then he runs back. He just goes and buys everything, and then he runs back to the temple where he meets Arunagiri Yogeshwara. And by the time he meets Arunagiri Yogeshwara, he sees that the sun has already almost set. The sun he's not able to see anymore. And this is actually quite painful for Swamiji, because he's at that point, during that 1 year or 9.5 months, Arunagiri Yogeshwara, Paramashiva, was his beloved. It can only be understood from the context of a guru and a disciple, or even much more than that. Every day, Swamiji will just simply wake up just so that he can go and meet Paramashiva, Arunagiri Yogeshwara. The first thought that he will have is about meeting him, and he will go to sleep only after he has finished his time with Arunagiri Yogeshwara, and then he'll just go back. And he used to say, even he will look at the clock, sometimes waking up in the middle of the night to see if the time has already passed. The time is already dawn, the morning, so that he can actually run back to the temple and meet Arunagiri Yogeshwara. So, so much of expectation that he had within him, that connection that he had with him, it did not even let him sleep. He was so excited to be able to meet Arunagiri Yogeshwara again. So that kind of a beautiful, sweet connection that Swamiji had, and to actually have told him that he will come back before sunset. That is what Arunagiri Yogeshwara had told him. There is going to be an initiation. It has to be done before sundown, and you'll have to prepare for it very formally. So what happens is, he just comes, and then he gives his offering, and then just that look, the look in Arunagiri Yogeshwara's face, just a mere expression that said so much to Swamiji. Maybe it was disappointment, maybe it was a little bit of that pain of disappointment, that the ritual did not happen as he promised, or the timing was a little off, so the ritual could not be performed. The initiation that Arunagiri Yogeshwara had planned could not be performed at the time, within time. And Swamiji says, just that one moment completely floored him. He was totally dropped. He could not feel anything else. He totally realized just that one small desire, a casual desire, very simply that he just wanted to have a little bit of extra money. That one desire cost him so dearly. That thought was too unbearable for Swamiji. He could not believe that such a thing happened. Just seeing that expression, Swamiji says, it was just so unbearable for him. So he simply just collapses at Arunagiri Yogeshwara's feet. The beauty of the whole story, the beauty of the whole happening is through that expression that Arunagiri Yogeshwara had shown Swamiji. Just through that one moment, he completely took away all the even casual non-integrity that was there. It was such a casual happening. Even that was completely taken away. The whole sees the sun actually has not set yet. The sun actually showed up again. What had already set, Swamiji is very clear. Science cannot explain it. The the whole the whole happening. There is absolutely no way to explain this. But Swamiji says, yes, this happened, and this is the key part. Actually, the whole happening, the ritual does happen. Swamiji does get the initiation, and only then after that the sun goes out and sets, and the sundown happens. Now, science has actually supported this. On that day, there is a recording of 2 sunsets happening. Of course, the meteorological department, the official meteorological department, they have recorded 2 sunsets on that particular day, which is phenomenal. Exactly how Swamiji experienced is not just a figment of his imagination, or he's not, let's say, deluded into thinking that the sun already set and then it came back and then it set again. No, it actually happened, and it is recorded on that very day, the same day. The sunset was recorded twice. So beautifully, the whole cosmos came together. Of course, Arunagiri Yogeshwara, in the middle of everything, Paramashiva himself, he enacted this whole happening so that even this little bit of casual non-integrity can be eliminated, can be removed. Because when it comes to integrity, there is just no room for even casualness. This truth, this very powerful truth, is being shared with us, shared with all of us, so that we can align ourselves. Through this happening, Swamiji has showed us, and the world, and future generations, simple integrity can be maintained, and just that surrender, sweet surrender to the Guru, to the divine, can take care of that. Even if you have non-integrity, let Paramashiva handle it. Let him take care. As much as the moments that you have with integrity, great, celebrate it, enjoy that space of integrity. Any other moment, any other non-integrity seeps in, Paramashiva is there to take care. So, in a simple, relaxed way, integrity can automatically happen to us. This is huge. This is groundbreaking. That there is no strict enforcement of integrity as a rule or as a moral. It's a Shakti. It's a power. And when you know how to relate with the power actually manifests inside you. And this is true for all the cosmic powers. The way to relate with integrity, the Shakti, the power of integrity, is simply this. Have this attitude, Swamiji says. Simply have this attitude. As much as I am in integrity, I will celebrate it, I will nurture it, and I will bring more and more integrity. The moments that either knowingly or unknowingly the non-integrity seeps in, it just casually even comes into my space. Let Paramashiva deal with it. He's there. He's there to deal with it. And it is very clearly shown to us that Paramashiva is there, and he will take care of it. All we need to do is just have that simple surrender, simple decision to be in that simple integrity. Whatever I do, I'll just go with it. I will nurture that integrity with my Guru. and any other moments where I'm not, where non-integrity has come inside, I give that to Paramashiva. Let Paramashiva deal with it. Let my Guru handle that.
Yes.
Yes, Swami.
Yes, Sami. In fact, after that incident, also because when this incident happened, and Arunagiri Yogeshwara, when he said that a slightest amount of greed, which actually pulled him, and he missed the time. So that went down so deeply inside Swamiji that from that moment he just dropped all ideas of money, and even he never touched money for his own purpose. Never after that. It is only for giving to others he touches money. Otherwise, Swamiji never uses money after that day itself. The whole think it went down a slightest amount of greed for whatever purpose that made the delay. When that spelled out by Arunagiri Yogeshwara, it gone so deeply inside him, even a slightest, that also dropped out of him. And till now, it is the same integrity which is there. See, the essential part when we are saying this, there are few things happens when Swamiji had this experience of integrity. After that, only the Lord Arunagiri Yogeshwara had many teachings, many interactions with Swamiji, where he even took him to the another loka, another space which does not belongs to planet Earth. All the deep teachings of Advaita, great happenings has happened after this incident. But whatever transient things are ascribed to the self should be discarded. Guru Darshita Margena Manasuddhim tu Karya. So the entire understanding is the Manasuddhim, the purification of one's mind. Purification of one's mind is what? Purification in the thought. Purification in the thought is what? This simple integrity is to be understood. Purification in the thought is what? Purification in the thought is getting tuned to the thought of the Guru. If what Guru is thinking, I am also thinking. If Guru feels something is right, I also feel something is right. If Guru feels something is not right, I also feel something is not right. If Guru feels this is okay, I feel this is okay. If Guru feels this is not okay, I also feel this is not okay. So being in oneness with the thinking, with the idea, what Guru is having. If Guru is against, I am also against. If Guru is in favor, I am also in favor. So this understanding is a simple integrity. When we carry this simple integrity to the Guru's words, what happens? Then the biggest happening happens is the entanglement, the quantum entanglement happens. What is a quantum entanglement? Now, we need to understand what is a quantum entanglement. In science, this is very well explained. No, you may be thousands and hundreds and thousands of kilometers away, miles away, but if the nature of two atoms are same, they can get interconnected without having any connection. See, scientists saying that if you are having a phone, you are also having a phone. There is something in between. There is a tower, and I am calling that tower. It goes to the tower. The tower transmits the signal. Then the word reaches to your phone, and then it reaches to your ear. Then you listen. What quantum entanglement is saying, there is no miles of away, maybe I am here, there is another universe, there is one more atom. But there is something in the space which entangles both of us, which is even more than the speed of the light. You know, more than the speed of light, the entanglement happens and both falls in tune to each other. What I am telling, that the other atom will immediately catch. What my idea, the other atom will immediately catch, more than the speed of the light, because of getting tuned to each other, which is beyond the physical, physical understanding of what is it which is connecting between both. So when we enter into that entanglement, the guru may be sitting thousands of miles away, we may be thinking thousands of miles away, but we will get entangled with him. The moment we entangle with in the space of thoughts, just in the space of thoughts, click will happen inside us. Suddenly we will have the click, which click means, you can ask what is a click? Click is something which resolves our mental confusion with the immediate understanding which happens out of the words or understanding given by Swamiji, given by the Guru. The moment Swamiji delivers something, that delivery, it's like an arrow falls in our inner space and kills the confusion, kills the dvanda, means the duality inside us, and suddenly we come to a very deep understanding where we feel settled inside us. That is a click. So that happens inside us when at thought level we get into the oneness feeling, which is the integrity at the level of the thought. When we get integrated at the level of the idea, it gives us the experience of entrainment. Even Swamiji can heal thousands of miles away. Our physical muscle memory will respond to Swamiji's instructions. This is basically because of the idea level, maturity happens. At the level of idea, we feel integrated to Swamiji. So thousands of miles away, just one word Swamiji says, and our muscle will respond to it. The third level is the level of integrity which is beyond the words. When that happens, Swamiji says, even the biomemory starts responding. Even the biomemory starts responding. How the biomemory starts responding? Because that is the place where the unique experience of all the divine powers, including enlightenment, happens when the biomemory starts getting awakened just by mere words, listening to mere words from Swamiji. Swamiji says, Swamiji always speaks from no mind state. And when we come to that same plane, suddenly we catch him and he is able to transmit what needs to be transmitted. So understand this integrity in words brings initiation, at the level of idea brings entrainment, and at the level of biomemory brings enlightenment. The people, hundreds of people you would have been seeing levitating, the moment Swamiji raises his hand like this or tells the very word, let you all levitate. So levitation starts happening. Let the Kundalini rises. The moment Swamiji says, let the Kundalini all rises from your Muladhara to the Brahmarandhra, which is the top of the tip of the head. The moment he tells, all of us, we feel the surge of the energy inside us, the Kundalini energy inside us. Some of us just automatically levitates. So this understanding, if you are listening to this, then understand it is not morality based understanding. This is a very unique dimension, the dimension of integrity. is completely different from the dimension of morality. You know, what is good? Integrity is not about being a good person. Integrity is deliverance to the, you know, unified with the cosmic logic, cosmic understanding. What understanding the Guru has about us. What I understand Guru is one side. What Guru's understanding about me, what Guru feels about me, what is Guru's observation about me, will talk about our space of spiritual growth. You know, I feel I'm grown this and that in spirituality. I know what is you know, many people use the word sastric references and oh, I have experienced some Turiya state and all that stuff. People keep on talking. But if you really want to know what is your spiritual progress, you have to understand, you have to enter into the archives which Guru has about us. Guru has the archive about us. You have to open that archive. What view Guru is portraying about us? How Guru is carrying us inside? It is the Bhagavad Gita happened because not with even with Yudhishthira. Yudhishthira was more, you know, the moralistic based understanding. The even Sahadeva also had we were like a kind of a disciple to Lord Sri Krishna. Even he was also learning from Sri Krishna, but ultimately the now the whole knowledge of Gita was delivered to Arjuna. So in what way he was you know, carrying Arjuna in his mind? In what way Lord Shiva is carrying Lord Subramanya, which is why the deliverance of you know, the whole Sarvatra Jnana Agama is happening. It is not just one side, that how Subramanya is carrying Mahadeva. It is also how Mahadeva is seeing Subramanya, and the deliverance of that ultimate knowledge, Sarvatra Jnana Agama, is happening. So Guru's opinion about you is actually the spiritual progress. If somebody calls, you know, Swami, what is the spiritual progress? You know, how do you know where we have reached? What is our spiritual progress? Then any measurement of spiritual progress is the statement of Guru about us. How the Guru holds us, what is Guru's opinion about us, is the actual measurement of our spiritual progress. So the Guru's very interaction with us, the Guru's very understanding about us, every action of the Guru is so significant because he doesn't do even a slightest action, or he does not even use a small word which is not necessary at all. He speaks what is exactly required. He does what is exactly needs to be done. Therefore, he is, you can say, the word perfect never can portray a Guru. Nothing can portray the Guru. Words are insignificant and insufficient to express the very expression of the divine incarnation. But if we really want the progress, then integrity is the very barometer, is the very parameter, is the very platform which we have to be in. Yes, Swami, you can take it forward so that we can go again into a deeper depth of
Yes,
what
Swami.
Swamiji is talking about.
So beautifully shared, and there is the ultimate truth about the Guru, and this is being expressed and shared in so many different ways. In Swamiji's very own life, it is being enacted. And when we see the Guru Gita, the verse that you just mentioned, that you just chanted, the meaning of that is perfectly matching exactly what happened in Swamiji's life. Guru Darshita Margena Manashuddhim tu karayet. Anityam kandayet sarvam yatkinjit atma gocharam. The translation as we understand it, as the disciples of Swami Nithyananda, His Divine Holiness, Sri Nithyananda Swami, how we interpret it. The simple integrity of Guru's words brings completion in your inner space. Any thought current, any non-integrity, which is not aligned with Guru's words, should be discarded. Now, if you see, exactly the same is being demonstrated. This whole verse has come to life in that one incident. How that one simple, casual action from Swamiji, how that restored his completion. He actually completed with him. He tells Paramashiva, Arunagiri Yogeshwara, when it is pointed out to him, the greed was pointed out to him, he immediately completes with that. The simple integrity that Swamiji had. He is not, or he never was, the child who will go after that extra coin. He was never greedy for money. But he just a very small, casual desire to have something. But even that, beautifully, Paramashiva took care of it because he had that simple integrity. Simple integrity brings completion, and Paramashiva takes care of it. And any thought current, any incompletion, any non-integrity has to be discarded, and that's exactly what happened here. So after that, now you can very simply imagine that never Swamiji would have gone for that greed of something casual, something more. So this whole incident is simply these words, these verses coming to life and appearing in front of us. And of course, the whole history of Swamiji, if we look back, and Swamiji has said, Master is a live scripture, and the scripture itself gets updated every moment, every action, every inaction, every moment of silence, every simple gesture, all of that, they are scriptures coming to life. Multiple truths, multi-dimensional truths being enacted and shown to us. This is why so much emphasis happens for the Leela Dhyana, meditating on an incarnation's life, the happenings of an incarnation. If you see, whenever the Guru Walk is given, Swamiji has, over, let's say, the period of 20 years, has said so many things. For a limited understanding, for a limited mind, it may not have made sense at that point. In the Adi Kailasha Sarvajñapita in Bidadi, Swamiji has repeatedly said this. He had always wanted us to conserve, to protect, to save every little thing. Nothing is discarded. If you see, it will be a zero-sum cycle, a zero-sum process. Nothing is left out, meaning not even one nail will be discarded and thrown away. There will be a purpose, that purpose will be found, and it will be reused. Reused, recycled, repurposed. In some way or the other, it will be used. It will be put back into the cycle. It will be put back into cycle. I know this personally because I was in the Sacred Arts campus, which also took care of all the hardware elements, hardware things in the whole campus in Bidadi. And I used to think when I first took up some responsibility over there, I always used to think, why do we have to collect all this? In my words, at least, I used to think, why is it just all this junk being collected and never thrown away. And I could clean up the whole place and just have it in a much different way, maintain everything. But no, it's not junk. It is something that can be reused, repurposed. And now, today, as we are in the situation that we are, it is now very clear why Swamiji had said what he had said. If we simply follow his words, if we simply had that sweet surrender, that simple integrity, Swamiji said it, it's Guru Vak. Let me just simply go with it. But now we see there is going to be a post-COVID-19 crisis, the pandemic, the post-pandemic crisis. And during that time, resources are going to be very minimal. The resources available are going to be, there is going to be a shortage. In fact, we don't know what is going to be available and what is not. We have to think, we have to reuse, we have to recycle. It has become a necessity now. What was probably just maybe a fancy idea, maybe something that we are connected to. Let's say recycling is good for the planet, or it promotes a green environment. But now it has become a necessity. Now
In
I can
fact,
understand.
yes, Swami. In fact, I also have something to share on that front, what you said. But before I say, I would like to bring in one more sloka of Guru Gita, which actually says, what exactly is mentioned. It says, Karmana Manasa Vacha Nityam Aradhyayet Gurum Dirgha Dandam Namaskritya Nirlajo Guru Sannidhau, means prostrate fully before the Guru without reserve. That is why it is called Nirlajo. Nirlajo means don't have reservations and prostrate yourself fully before the Guru. Fall down at his feet fully. Ashtanga Namaskara. Ashtanga is what we call, 8 limbs touching the ground. That is what is prostrating completely. And continually serve the Guru with, this verse is very critical here, serving the Guru with mind, speech and action. So all three has to be in tune. Mind as well as speech as well as action. So their mind will not be different, speech will not be different, and actions will not be different. All three has to fall in tune. So I was telling you that this is what scriptures also tells, that when we have this, how by having this, I got something a real deep understanding happened inside me. I'm talking about Nirahara Samyama. Nirahara Samyama, before this COVID-19 actually came in the planet. Nirahara Samyama was for some people, it was not a necessity for a human being to do Nirahara Samyama. But if a person does Nirahara Samyama, there are thousands of benefits. But there was no, it was not, the situation, the entire situation is like that. Sometimes you may not get even food and you will be surviving. So it was not a survival mode that Nirahara Samyama was there. It was just upon the people who understood and who took the practice became Nirahara. I took up the whole understanding of Nirahara when Swamiji initiated, and many people also took the practice of Nirahara. They started, but they never concluded. And I took it to the conclusion. When I was understanding about Nirahara, taking it to the conclusion, it says that whatever Swamiji used to say, see, the conclusions of Guru can be your conclusion only when you have the integrity to the Guru. Means many times people listen to Satsang. Swamiji is telling how Nirahara is going to happen. What are the step-by-step process? What will happen inside you? What is the understanding of Nirahara? It is not to be, Nirahara is not about being in hungry. Nirahara is not about being in fasting. It is food free. It is going beyond food. It is not about fasting or about feasting at all, but it is going to become food free. So when that understanding he was giving, some of the people, they will, they will brush off the understanding. Oh, just conclusion, just picking the conclusion. Oh, okay, just we have to draw the food, no, that's all. And they started and they failed actually, because the spiritual dimension, the understanding is so deep. Unless we carry hundreds of powerful cognitions related to Nirahara, the Nirahara will not naturally become a conclusion in our life. It is conclusion of Swamiji's life. But Swamiji's life carries tremendous amount of evolved understanding, and that has materialized as as the as the ultimate understanding, and that has happened. So when, without having all these powerful cognitions, when suddenly, without listening to the powerful cognitions, we attempt to conclude what Swamiji has concluded, that becomes a failure in our life. That is why people fail in, that is how people fail in, no, not in becoming celibate, not in becoming Nirahari, not in becoming, in achieving what they are supposed to achieve. Because the conclusions of Swamiji can be our conclusion, and that happens in the space of integrity. So when we sit in integrity with to Swamiji, we listen, we imbibe all his powerful cognitions. So the moment the moment we become integrated to the cosmos, the moment we become integrated to Swamiji, all his cognitions becomes our cognition. All his strength becomes our strength. All his wealth becomes our wealth. So many times I have seen even Swamiji has given cognitions related to the, the abundanceness of wealth, the cognitions related to the health. But there is a lot of people who achieve the success, but there is a lot of people, those who wants to, those who are there, but they continuously complaining. Oh, some people are there, like in power manifestation. Oh, I'm not manifesting, Samiji, I'm not manifesting this. They are manifesting the consciousness over matter. They are manifesting certain powers, but they are not manifesting certain powers. So at that time, they are saying, Swamiji, I'm not manifesting this power. Swamiji, I'm not manifesting this power. Unless the cognitions matures in that dimension, and we became more and more integrated, that power will not manifest. It is, power will manifest only when we are completely in integrity, and the whole manifestation of this power, this Shakti dimension, only thing required is integrity with the master, integrity with the Guru. So if you are integrated with the Guru, then the powerful cognitions will happen. So what is the mechanism which will make us manifest all the other powers? If you are able to manifest some, we will be able to manifest much more. If you are not able to manifest the powers still now, then understand it is nothing but the integrity. This is a very understanding. Nothing other than integrity is required for manifestation of powers. Because we do not understand the logic of integrity, so we feel some faith or something will bring the powers to manifest. It is not that. It is the presence of integrity which will bring us into the listening space with the Guru, the connecting space with the Guru. As I was telling you, when Swamiji is doing the quantum entanglement, how he is proving again and again that he is connected with us. If he wants to move something, he is able to move. The vibrations are happening even we are sitting thousands of miles away. We are seeing day in and day out lots of people getting levitated. How all is this happening? If one is experiencing, which some of us are experiencing, then why others are not experiencing? Or if others are waiting for experience to undone on them, what is the important component they need to have? If a new person is coming, what is the component they need to work on? So the entire philosophy of this Hinduism, this knowledge is available. The whole knowledge, Swamiji says, is freely available. Knowledge is free. The whole internet is filled with knowledge, with 20,000 hours of which Swamiji's discourses on various shastras and various topics on everything. But the connection for experience, connecting with the divine, connecting with the Guru is the essential component. And for that, for experience to happen, the integrity with the Guru is the basic component. When we are integrated with the Guru, when the integrity happens at the level of the, the muscle level, muscle memory level, then the whatever Swamiji speaks, even he speaks out from thousands of miles away, but because of the integrity, the whole awakening happens instantly, even all. So all we need is just on the receiver. The moment we on the receiver, we'll be connected with the call. So this very understanding is the essential part, that uh, four things are there inside us. One is, Swamiji explains that we have mana, we have an object, we have a mana, we have buddhi, and we have consciousness. There are four things inside us. So whatever we see is basically a object. When our mind perceives the object, that is where we feel whichever way we are connecting with that object. When buddhi is the decision making process, buddhi is the connector between the consciousness, which is purely the spiritual dimension, the cosmic constitution is as per Swamiji's words, and the buddhi is through which the cosmic constitution, buddhi is the executive part of the whole sequence, what is happening inside us. In our conscious plane, any understanding will be implemented. Who is going to implement? It will be implemented to the buddhi. Buddhi will help the mind to perceive in a right way and implement it further with the object. So therefore, if the consciousness in us enhances, if the conscious presence, if for example, if the consciousness is 25%, 20%, buddhi is 20%, and mind is 30%, and object is 20%, in that case, mind creates more conflict with the object and does not allow us to allow the buddhi to does not listen to the buddhi in a greater sense. But if the conscious presence increases inside us from 20% to, let's say, 30%, if the consciousness, the presence of the consciousness enhances, which happens with the cosmic entanglement. When Swamiji entangles with us, so that entanglement enhances the consciousness component inside us, the presence of the consciousness component inside us, which enhances the depth of the intelligence inside us, that intelligence which works on the mind, and the mind is on its own reduces and receives all the informations, all the guidance from the intelligence, will help us in connecting with the object, and the power manifestation whole will become a very easy process. So consciousness to intelligence, intelligence to mana, means Chetan is the consciousness, and the Parama Chaitanya, the Atma Chaitanya, and Pratyeka Atma Chaitanya, what in Swamiji's words, and from Pratyeka Atma Chaitanya to the Buddhi, from Buddhi to the Mana, which is the mind, and Mana to the Vastu, the is the matter, the object, where we we come into the consonance. The moment the component of the consciousness enhances more and more we become mature, more and more the power manifestation will become a byproduct of this, because the more and more components of power manifestation happens, more consciousness happens inside us, but the whole dynamism work happens from the space of intelligence, from the space of integrity. If you are integrated to Guru, if you are integrated to divine, to the cosmos, then Guru is the only embodiment to whom we needs to be integrated. The moment we are integrated to the Guru, the entanglement suddenly happens. So this 16 days program is Paramashivoham program, which is available now to all the people, is to raise the percentage of consciousness, the presence of the consciousness inside us, the where the Pratyeka Asmataichanya Jagrata happens, which actually raises the component of Buddhi and in return connects us with the whole existence, where power manifestation becomes a lifestyle for us, easy going lifestyle for us. See, integrity is not, it's not difficult. It's only the understanding which requires actually whole spiritual, subject in Hinduism starts with this very understanding of integrity. So when we have this integrity, then naturally the entanglement will happen. So the Paramashivoham program, the 16 days program, is now available. If you come here, even don't bother whether you have the integrity or not, whether I'll be able to receive or not. None of this botheration is required. All is required if you are listening to it. If you really feel, if you are really convinced there is a possibility, if you understand your possibility inside you is more than what you know. So then Paramashivoham program is the only program which is available now, which is at your doorstep, where Swamiji is available right inside your house. You can attend to this program and come into the initiation, get the initiation, entrainment, and enlightenment, all three. And this entanglement will take us to the ultimate space. So not to miss, but to join with every opportunity. Yes, Swami, you can add it further, your understanding.
Yes, I mean, absolutely. This Paramashivoham, this event is exclusively given. It's an offering. It's a cosmic gift that Swamiji has come up with, and through this event, he simply opened up. He has simply opened up the whole platform. Anybody can join in, and there are no prerequisites. I think that's more important. I think that's what we are coming to. There is no prerequisite that the person should have had so much of experience, or a certain amount of seeking has to be there, or certain amount of integrity has to be there. Actually, no, there is nothing like that. Because what happens is, in Swamiji's presence, with his initiation, the Bhava Darshana, the entanglement, through that, all of those seeds, because we all carry the Shakti of integrity, of authenticity, responsibility, enriching, all of those start rupturing inside us and they beautifully start flowering. We simply need to support it. We simply need to support it, nurture it. And how it can come to fruition, Swamiji is going to take care. He has taken up that responsibility. So through this Paramashivoham event, so many things, ultimately the Guru's promise the responsibility that he takes, that he will make every one of us manifest Paramashiva. Or we can put it in a different way. He'll have Paramashiva manifest in all of us. And that is a commitment that he is making. No prerequisite. He is making a declaration that this is my integrity. He's putting his integrity for his commitment. But that integrity does not demand your integrity. Your integrity is not a prerequisite for that. So he is made it very simple, made it very open. This platform is available for all of us so that we can experience Paramashiva, so we can manifest Paramashiva. And how he delivers on his commitment. How integrity as an independent intelligence by itself fulfills any word that he gives. He has given life to the Shakti. He has created Srishti has happened for integrity itself. And once that has happened, it is now an independent intelligence. Now, automatically, integrity itself fulfills any words that are uttered. And that is exactly Vak Shakti. Vak Shakti is simply us supporting, creating, nurturing integrity inside us. And as an independent intelligence, it itself takes care of the words that we deliver. All that is needed is for us to nurture that space of integrity inside us. Simple decisions. And of course, how Swamiji has made it a very simple, a very casual technique. It's a casual force of habit that we can take up. I will be integrated. Any moments, knowingly or even unknowingly, that I have non-integrity in my space, let Paramashiva take care. That's all. Actually, that is all. Makes it all so simple. Simple and doable. Because when we hear integrity as a moral, there is always a fight that happens within our inner space. Will I be able to follow it? What if I'm not able to follow it? What will I incur if I don't? All of that, so many things we bring in. But no, all of those thoughts, all of those thought currents, they don't have to be there. They're all immaterial. The Paramashivoham experience brings us to that space. In Guru's grace, Paramashiva's grace, nothing else is needed. When the rain showers, we don't have to do anything. It's we there to be able to receive it. In this, simply, it's all given. It's all made available, and through that, our experience can happen very beautifully. We can flower. The whole Paramashivam is actually for 16 days. The 16-day event is a culmination of everything that we have always wanted to experience, whether we know it or we don't know it, whether we understand it intellectually or we don't understand it, or it's even beyond our understanding. We may never understand it. All of that. But ultimately, our purpose, the purpose of having this life energy in this body, is to experience Paramashiva, to manifest Paramashiva, to go through that experience of Paramashiva manifesting inside us, playing within us, expressing at its peak, in his peak, through us, to experience that.
Yes, Swami. I've not completed that Nirahara Samyama thing. So
that is given by all the sages, all the enlightened beings, the incarnations. And beautifully how now Swamiji, the living incarnation of Paramashiva, right now on this planet, he is giving us that experience. He has created that tremendous opportunity for us to fulfill that purpose through Paramashivoham. In these 16 days, we will identify who we really are, what we have made for ourselves as life, how we have built our inner framework, what we can do to break out of the past patterns of pain and suffering, all of that, and how we can live in an extraordinary way and beyond understanding who we truly are, understanding that, not just understanding, realizing that Paramashiva can actually manifest through us. It can actually happen. As Paramashiva, we can live and we can radiate, we can express and manifest all the powers that are available for Paramashiva. All
Yeah.
the powers. Yes, Swami.
Yes. So as I was explaining about my Nirahara Samyama, how the maturity of the cognition happened, and the moment that maturity in cognition happened, it happened so effortlessly. The Nirahara Samyama happened. I would have, the first time I did it was for 21 days, but after 21 days also I continued the Nirahara Samyama until 20 days, and there after I started taking food, but listening to Swamiji's truths continuously. I did not go through another the Samyama, but I just kept on listening to Swamiji's truths, and suddenly the decision happened inside that to go completely without the requirement of the hunger is not no longer a part of the body, and it can happen. So that experience happened inside me. So after that, permanently I become a lifelong Nirahara. So the lifelong Nirahara happened. It is not that I can say that it is a huge tapasya. No, it is not at all. It is happened just by listening to Swamiji. Again and again, he explained that your body does not require the food you are eating. 3 times or 4 times, whatever you are eating, your body does not require that much amount of food, and he gave the knowledge. So more and more I started listening. It's become a part of me. His words have become a part of me on Nirahara, and the flow of the decision is what I was explaining, that the buddhi, which gets directly presides over the mind, the mana, and the decision happens in the object. If I take my body as the object where decision of Nirahara has to happen, then the Nirahara decision was the buddhi's decision. It was not mind's decision, because mind always wants to cherish various kinds of food, but the buddhi saw that the futility of food is not required and become a Nirahara. And today, just little before few days, when the COVID-19 happened, suddenly we were not very prepared that COVID-19 will happen and we will purchase all the groceries, everything, and will preserve and will see. But COVID-19 happened. I saw a lot of people who are struggling for food. They do not have, they have not kept the store, and they're feeling, what they want, they are not able to eat the varieties of food and all that stuff. But I am seeing myself as really very blissful, not getting affected with the food patterns, because uh, that time this was not a necessity part of the life. It was not a life sustaining thing. But in COVID-19, this was such a life sustaining thing. I realized the importance of whenever something like this COVID-19 happened. No, there is no worry about food at all inside the system, because of the only the Nirahara, that space of achieving the state of Nirahara. is a tremendous gift of Swamiji, which happened just by the integrity of listening to Swamiji. When we listen to Swamiji more and more on Nirahara, on the food patterns, this is what I'm recommending. Whoever wants to become a Nirahara, or listen all the talks of Swamiji, where Swamiji is mentioning about the Nirahara and the requirement of food for the body. The moment you listen more and more in an integrated manner, you do not have to struggle at all. The food, the desire for food itself will drop. The desire for taste will drop, and you will actually permanently settle in the space of Nirahara, which is light, absolutely being light about yourself. Becoming food free. So that is how the Swamiji gives the experience. So the whole this Paramashivoham program is the where Sarvatra Agama is it's getting revealed, the whole scripture. It is also whatever truths Swamiji is going to reveal, and the highest cognition Swamiji is revealing, all the moment it starts getting loaded inside us, the experience of Paramashivatva, Paramashiva, I myself is Paramashiva, and experiencing from that state, space, and the powers will become a natural thing inside us. Because at the present moment, we are thinking how it will happen, how listening to, because listening to the discourses, how listening and getting initiated, will I be, how many days it will take me for the spiritual experience to happen. It is not how many days it is required to spiritual experience to happen. We may practice 50 years, and there have been cases where people are saying, I am practicing meditation for 20 years, 25 years, but I have not achieved any experience. In fact, before coming to Swamiji, even I will tell you, I myself practice day and night meditation and no experience. So there is no, I'm not talking out of pride or anything. I'm just only telling that this is really, nothing, no experience happened outside. It's only when I met Swamiji, the first experience, or you call it levitation experience, you call it the power manifestation experience. So many experience which can be which is expressed through this body, which all happened because of Swamiji. So that the Guru is so important. Otherwise, 20 years, 30 years, we feel all spiritual exercises, all the truths being spoken in the scriptures are a lie. We start, because the moment we don't get the experience, we disbelieve the scriptures. We go against we don't understand there is a problem inside us. The kutarka happens. Kutarka means wrong logic, and we start becoming against. That is what happened to many so-called Hindus. Yes, Swami, you can also tell. Really, this has happened to so-called Hindus who could not discover any experience in Hinduism, and who could not understood the whole science of Hinduism. They misrepresented even the very puja, which is we are doing puja to Mahadeva by pouring milk. Some miscreants, some people are saying, "Arey, why are you pouring milk on Mahadeva?" They don't understand what thing is happening. Their two-way logic, their binary logic is not able to grasp a simple puja, a simple festival. What component of festival awakens what? They do not know the science. They have not experienced it. So they turned against it. Whenever they don't experience, they turn against it. And that is what is the whole problem. When we don't experience, we turn against the scriptures. When you don't experience, we go, even before coming to Swamiji, so many are going against Swamiji. I don't know what is the logic behind it. Arey, why are you commenting in there are some people, trolls. They are commenting, but now so many trolls are also, after becoming troll, now become a follower. That is also a good thing which has happened, because your trolls does not give any experience to your troll does not affect anybody other than you. So the whole understanding of Hinduism is that have little integrity and don't be afraid of this integrity, because Swamiji is the alarm clock. So have this understanding that when Guru is there, every time we missed integrity, the Guru brought us back to integrity. Every time I know when Swamiji introduced this whole understanding of integrity, the four tattvas: integrity, authenticity, responsibility, and enriching. What a way the whole introduction happened. Even in our Kumbh Mela camp in 2013, he announced only those people who will follow these four: integrity, authenticity, responsibility, and enriching. Only those people can be around. In the whole space of, in the Allahabad Kumbh Mela, whole space all of us carried is the space of integrity. That first to carry the space of integrity. Even the people who were coming, we used to ask them questions. Are you are you declaring to live with the space of integrity? This is what they are supposed to declare actually. Only when they declare the space of integrity, then only they'll be a part of the the inside camp where we used to live around Swamiji. And that is a space of integrity we used to carry. So the entire science of integrity is so unique that unless you carry the integrity, the whole science of Hinduism, you are going to one day, even if you are saying something, whether it is related to any god, whether you are related to Rama, whether you are related to Krishna, or whether it's related to Shiva or to the Guru or any god, if we do not have the integrity, we are going to go against the scriptures. We are going to go against the Hindu lifestyle, and all these are just the results of non-integrity towards Hinduism. The entire Hinduism is the Guru Shishya Parampara. Integrity to Guru is the basic foundation. The moment you show me a single disciple of a Guru, only the people who are Guru widow, who do not have the Guru, or they lost the Guru because of their misdoing, because of their non-integrity to the Guru, they only who has lost the Hinduism, who has lost the Guru, who do not have the Guru, they are only against Hinduism. They are only destroying the whole component of Hinduism. They are only going so-called neo-Hindus who are going against uh, the very fabrics of Hinduism. They are only going because they have never understood Hinduism, because they never integrated to the Guru. The basic foundation was missing, and that is how they lost the Guru Parampara, and the neo-Hindus are turning against the very basic component of Hinduism. So this is such a
Swami.
great loss.
No, totally, Swami. See, now we're seeing the effects of what happens if the simple integrity is not followed, or simple integrity is not imbibed and integrated. As you said, how the most basic ritual that we have in Hinduism, it's a very beautiful and a very endearing, a very happy ritual that can happen is pouring milk. And I cannot even call it as pouring milk. It is actually offering abhishekam to a deity. That ritual cannot be normalized to say that I'm pouring water or I'm pouring milk for a physical aspect to just maintain the Shivalingam or the deity. No. That only looks at it from the binary logic of, yes, this is a material that is in front of me. It is an object in front of me. But no, that's not what Hinduism is all about. That's not what Sanatana Dharma is all about. We pour milk onto the Shivalinga. Paramashiva receives it. We pour or we make all the offerings to the Shivalinga or other deities. Parashiva, Paramashiva, Parabrahma, they receive it. Paramapada, they receive it. So if we don't have that understanding, and this understanding can only be imparted by the Guru, by a living incarnation who has to come down and again align us to the right cognition. Otherwise, this is what exactly will happen. People will start thinking it's just pouring water on an object, which Abhishekam is not. Abhishekam is just much more than that. It connects your being. It's not a physical activity. If you think it's a physical activity, then you also start relating with the object in front as a physical element, physical entity. The problem there is when you start feeling that a Shivalinga or any other Murti, any other Archavatara is a physical component, it is just stone or something that has to be maintained, then you also lose the cognition of your own possibility, your own than the body. We are not just the body, we are body also. Simple truth. But if it is not experienced, that has not become our practical experience, then it can be simply lost. Very casually it will be lost. Without integrity, that can very easily happen. With simple integrity, the truths can become your reality. The great cosmic truths can become your experience. How today we saw the Guru Gita, the verse, it came to life, and Swamiji experienced it, and through that he is able to show us all, give us that same experience. And now that experience becomes a deeper understanding for us. It's a deeper cognition for us. Simple integrity with the Guru will bring us to completion. No matter what, because he is there to give us a completion experience. He is waiting to give us a completion experience. And whatever the scripture said, whatever the Guru Gita says, we are practically able to see the practical utility of that. The sun actually set twice that day. I can say even an impractical utility of that. Unknown, unheard of. But here, when we don't have that understanding, when we don't have the right cognition passed on, communicated by the Guru, then this is what will happen. We will continue to relate with something as simply an object, even the deity as just an object. In much the same way, we look at integrity as a moral science. It is more of a rule that has to be followed. But no, the deity is a living energy. You are a living presence, the potentiality, the seed of the same living energy to express through you, Paramashiva to manifest through you. And if you see all those people who deny the living energy, the deity can actually carry the living energy, the living presence. All of them, they will also deny their own possibility. They may just think, I'm denying a practice that I don't understand. And they may call it so many different things. Superstition, whatever that may be. Something that science doesn't know or understand, they immediately label it as superstition. But by denying that, by denying the sciences, by denying the truth, the cosmic truths, you're also denying your possibility. Forever, actually. You never allow the Paramashiva to express through you, the manifest through you. And what a big loss that is. What a big loss of life. Then life simply has no meaning. Then you will have to look for meaning in so many different ways outside. Try to fill that void. And that's what we see. That's what we see all over the place. So many meaningless objectives are used to fill in the void of the real purpose, the real meaning of life. And that invariably leads to depression, death, drugs, the 3D. And we are at the helm of such a crisis. The whole humanity, the whole collective consciousness has come to a place where it has to break through, or else the pandemic has brought the right ambience, the right environment. It has forced us to make some choices. Swamiji has said, the whole pandemic, the whole situation from a cosmic perspective, it's not a shastra, it's a shastra. It is the right tool. It is the way Paramashiva is bringing us all into face our own realities. Face the reality of, am I going to be aligned with Paramashiva? Am I going to bring simple integrity so I can align with Paramashiva? Or am I going to simply leave out, deny the whole existence? Again and again, Paramashiva is just giving that opportunity. Even this pandemic has made us think. It has given the right kind of thinking so that we can experience Paramashiva. Another opening is made available for us. It has been brought in front of us. We have been given a beautiful opportunity again. So do not miss. Grab hold of this opportunity. Paramashivoham.org. Visit the website. Register yourself. Join this movement. Join the most positive happening on this planet. Not for anything else or anybody else. For your purpose to be realized. So you can also align with the conscious awakening that's happening. Another opportunity, a compassionate opportunity presented by Paramashiva for all of us to align. He's simply waiting for all of us to say yes so he can manifest through us. And you saying yes is simply going to paramashivoham.org, paramashivoham.org, and saying yes, I want that experience. I am ready for this conscious breakthrough. I am available. It is Paramashiva's clarion call. He wants all of us to have that experience. He doesn't want anyone to be left out. He doesn't deny anybody. He doesn't deny the possibility to anybody. So he has made it available. He has opened up the platform. And now it has been made as easy as possible. Anybody, anywhere in the world can connect and join this event. Paramashiva himself, the incarnation, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan, Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, has made himself available through this Paramashivoham event. It doesn't get easier than this. It doesn't get bigger than this. It doesn't get no-brainer than this. Simply visit this website and see how easy it is for yourself. How so casual, how it all comes together, how it all falls in place. Things never fall apart. They just fall in place. You'll see how it seems like things are falling apart when you just step out or just watch the news. It looks like things are falling apart. But no, things are simply falling in place. You will realize that. You just have to see it for yourself. Log on to paramashivoham.org and you can see it for yourself. You can explore. You can experience. You can go through the best of what Sanatana Hindu Dharma has to offer. The powerful cognitions, the initiations, the rituals, the rich depth of the science, the inner science, power manifestation, all of that, the quantum entanglement leading us to quantum enlightenment. That is in front of us. Do not miss this opportunity. Sign up at paramashivoham.org. Find out what is the time zone that best suits you. You can choose which time zone you are in, whichever time zone fits you, and choose to attend that event and log on from wherever you are and join. We
Yes.
owe it to ourselves. Yes, Tom.
So really great. No, so we all are inviting actually for everybody to come and participate. There is uh, the, the secret science for any secret science or to learn. It requires certain amount of interaction, certain amount of friendliness, certain amount of you can say a space, an atmosphere where the knowledge has to happen. The moment you come into this Paramashivoham program, and the whole ambience is such, you are connecting to the net. You are being given specifications how you have to wear the clothes, how you have to sit in your house, what should be the get-up of your house. Whole day we are constantly guiding you so that you will not miss the integrity portion. How you will be integrity will be brought inside you. You will be, it is such an interactive based program where you have to do several things so that you understand the whole nuances of how to get into the whole conscious process, become a part of it, and then Swamiji will shower his all the knowledge and truths, all the essential component of spirituality gets revealed to you. Actually, Lord Krishna, in Bhagavad Gita, even explains this. In chapter 4, shloka number 3, Bhagwan Sri Krishna is saying, Sa evayam maya tedya yoga prokta puratanaha sa evayam maya tedya yoga prokta puratanaha bhakto asime sakha cheti bhakto asime bhaktosi me sakha cheti rahasyam yotaduttamam rahasyam etat uttamam. So the meaning of the sloka is the same ancient knowledge of yoga, which is the supreme secret, I am today who can understand this transcendental wisdom. So Upanishad has actually happened in the war field, in the war dynamics, where thousands of warriors are standing in front, facing to each other to kill each other. At that time, this such knowledge is happening to to Arjuna, because Arjuna is actually collapsing, and Krishna is raising him from the space of collapsing, from the point of collapsing, because he's saying he's my friend, he's my devotee. So because of that integrity to him, that integrity has brought the space where he is revealing the supreme secret. Understand the word supreme secret, rahasyam. Rahasyam, rahasyam etad uttamam. So this rahasya, the secret science, is getting revealed. So understand, this Sarvatra Jnana Agama is also the secret science. These revelations will take us from wherever we are to such a space of frequency that we almost feel the extreme lightness, the complete inner freedom from all kinds of mental and psychological suffering, which will really will be the I can say, the in material terms there is no measurement, because the lightness which we feel inside our body, the lightness, the joy which gets radiated from the very within, there is no source of joy from outside, is is beyond explained in the words, because that space when a person reaches, it is almost indestructible. That space is indestructible, untouchable. So those space you can experience just by attending the 16-day program of Paramashivoham. So this program is all about getting into the the secret science, the supreme secret science, and the which the avatar himself is going to share with us when we join him. And even along the program, those who can participate into the Akhanda Nirvikalpa Samadhi Jnana Yajna can also jump in and uh, learn a unique meditation, an extraordinary understanding of the unclenching technique, and join the Akhanda Nirvikalpa Samadhi Jnana Yajna, where we can add peace to the planet, we can add peace to our inner space, and any hours in a day, any time zone you are, you sorry for the internet glitch. So, this Akhanda Nirvikalpa Samadhi Jnana Yajna, from anywhere you are, this is a global awakening which is happening in the plane of consciousness. So, do not miss this. Attend to Paramashivoham and attend to global Nirvikalpa, Akhanda Nirvikalpa Samadhi Jnana Yajna, where you can experience peace, where you can experience the cosmic peace by contributing, by becoming part, by doing the meditation together. It's a meditation happening where people across 50 countries are actually participating in the meditation, and over thousands of people are participating together to raise the conscious awareness, to raise the peace and the bliss in the planet Earth, to remove the miseries, the disease, the negative effects which is happening to the planet. And this opportunity which is open for every human being must not be missed. All of us can come together and become a part. So as we were explaining, how this integrity is bringing the secret science. See, in when we bring integrity, we are actually a
So
son has
today
integrity to the father.
we are going to celebrate the Nithyananda Purnima. We continue to celebrate the happening, the flowering of Nithyananda Purnima. And as part of it, every day we are celebrating one aspect, one dimension, one beautiful expression of Swamiji. And today we are going to celebrate the Krishna component. Krishna, of course, is probably the most dear being that most of us feel very easily connected to. And Swamiji calls him the perfect, the embodiment of completion. The completion just simply happening. The happiness, the joy, the completion happening all times, all the time, expressing through him. And Swamiji has said the decision making, the strategy planning, Swamiji imbibed from Sri Krishna. And if you see how the Mahabharata, the whole the scenario, the whole opening of the war, the Kurukshetra war, the strategy planning of Krishna, it's undeniable. You can maybe as a Gaurava, you can maybe hate him, you can you want to defeat him, but you cannot deny the strategy planning that Krishna executed, the way that he planned, the way he executed, the way he won, every step of the way, but never once compromising on his compassion. He gave every opportunity for the Kauravas to come back and restore their integrity. And at the same time, the Pandavas, especially Arjuna, was so integrated with Lord Krishna, with Sri Krishna, how he simply showered on them. If you see, exactly the same way that manifested in Swamiji's life. So much of attacks, so much of persecution, so many fronts, multi-dimensional attacks. Back in 2010, March of 2010, if you actually go back and see, so much illogical. You cannot comprehend the kind of attacks that were levied on Swamiji. Even the cases that were put on him, about 40 cases were stuck. Illogical, no basis. There were cases that said he's using deer skin. And in fact, the actual fact of the matter was that he was using the print, the cloth that had that print. How ridiculous that sounds. But yes, it actually did happen. All of these things. But through all of that, the one thing that actually comes through is the strategy planning. How Swamiji never tired of fending off the attacks and ensuring that his disciples, the Sangha, they are protected, they are safe, every step of the way. That aspect, Swamiji says, is part of his bio-memory, and that he took from Sri Krishna. So, multiple ways, multiple places, we see the Krishna dimension expressing through Swamiji, the embodiment of compassion, the embodiment of completion, the complete completion happening. So beautifully, we are going to see the expression of Krishna. Today, now we are going to celebrate the Meenakshi component, the Meenakshi expression, as the Leela Dhyana, the Leela Alankara happens today as part of the Brahmotsava, the Nithyananda Purnima. We are going to celebrate today Meenakshi. We'll soon be going live to the Nithyanandeshwara Devasthanam in Bidadi, and we'll be celebrating today's Leela Dhyana. Meenakshi Parashakti. How the whole happening of Meenakshi Parashakti in the city of Madurai, the most beloved queen of all the three worlds. She conquered the whole three worlds, and she meets with Sundareshwara Paramashiva, and the cosmic marriage, the ceremony that happens here in Madurai, how beautifully the whole thing is enacted. Whole life is just one of victory, valor, and celebration. Swamiji has said, he has imbibed, or he has brought the bio-memory of Devi Meenakshi, Meenakshi Parashakti, and that shines through. And we are fortunate, those who have had the glimpse of Meenakshi through Swamiji are so fortunate to be able to see that darshan also. Now, the nation of Kailasha is upon us. It has already happened in whatever form that Swamiji has brought it up. Now the whole nation is happening. How Meenakshi Parashakti went through all the three worlds and conquered all of them, and ultimately ruled with so much of compassion, so much of courage and valor. And the healing that happened, the healing that she initiated, so beautifully how we can see all of that now playing again, be getting enacted again in Swamiji. The whole Kailasa nation is getting recreated, is getting formed, so that all of us can be a part of it, can have the ultimate experience of Paramashivatva, and the healing component. So many people who have simply come to Swamiji just for that healing, whether it be physical, physiological, psychological, emotional, in whatever way, or in all the ways, people have been healed. They have received the healing. The healing sciences have been brought back. The science of making aushadas, medicine, the healing medicine, the ancient medicine which has to be formed. It's a formulation. Aushada is a formulation. It's a unique combination of various herbs and the right proportions infused with the bioenergy of an incarnation. That's what makes an Aushada a healing medicine. And that precisely now Swamiji is bringing back, so that so many of us can be healed from multiple dimensions. In multiple dimensions, we can be healed. The multiple divine plays, the leelas, the divine happenings, the divine enactment of Meenakshi Parashakti that have happened in Madurai, in the city of Madurai. How again the same Adinam, Swamiji is now the 293rd Guru Mahasannidhanam of the Madurai Adinam, and how exactly how it was done during the time of Meenakshi Parashakti. Now Swamiji has started the same services, healing spiritually, physically, psychologically, feeding people, serving Annadan every day, offering the same services, and taking care of the city in such a beautiful way, in the most compassionate way. Yes, Swami. Today we are going to celebrate Meenakshi. Krishna is going to be later in the day. We are going to have the Alankara of Krishna, the Leela of Alankara being celebrated later in the day. But now, as we all are expecting, as we are all waiting to offer our love, our respects, to relate with Meenakshi. Now we are going to, in a few minutes, we are going to be connecting with not just the Nithyanandeshwara Devasthanam temple in Bidadi, but so many other Sarvagni Pitas, so many other temples all over the world. We'll all come together and offer our respects, offer our love and devotion to Meenakshi.
Yes.
Yes, Swami.
So, in fact, the Swamiji used to speak, the whole administration of Nithyananda Sangha is actually the dimension of Mother Meenakshi. How she administered actually after Lord Sundareshwara and Mother Meenakshi, they settled down in Madurai. Lord Shiva used to hang around actually. He used to do the Leela. But the whole administration of that time 56 nations were there. Entire administration used to be done by Mother Meenakshi. So if Shiva used to be a boon giver actually. So he keeps on giving boon, he moving here and there, but the entire day-to-day work functioning, such a huge empire, because he owned 56 nations. and Kailasa was the last nation to Kailasa was the last to fall. Actually, it did not fall, it did not fail. It's only that it got united, where Mother Meenakshi discovered Lord Shiva in Kailasa. But actually, the entire component got, we are able to see that actually in the presence of Swamiji, when he reveals those detailed dimension of is a micro. God is in the microness is not simple at the scale of macro. That same way, Swamiji goes into the micro details of everything. He's a micromanager, I can say. The way Swamiji, if you really come to monastery and see the way Swamiji takes decision, the way Swamiji acts, he goes to the micro of everything. And it's not that he takes a decision just from the top. He goes to the bottom about of the every happening of the every incident. From there he takes the decision. I have really learned how the only when you see how a guru works, and especially when Swamiji, you see Swamiji working, you will discover the Meenakshi's dimension of micromanagement. How he manages, even there was a, when the earthquake, even when the storm happened in Pondicherry, actually in 2000. I remember in 2012 or 13, exact year I'm not able to recollect. I feel it is 2012, I think, when the storm happened. Maybe Swami, you can tell exactly the year, but that time, immediately after the storm, it was a huge devastation. The storm had really drastically, destroyed the houses, lives, trees, pools, everything in Pondicherry. And just the storm is about to settle, immediately he rushed to the spot to do the social, to help the people, how to feed them, how to give them houses, how to clean the roads, out everything. We were having hardly any time. We were rushed. Swami said, whoever wants to do Seva, just come with me, and there is no time to ready to collect our clothes, to go to the room, to collect to the dorm and collect our clothes and all. Just whatever we had, we ran and jumped inside the vehicle of Swamiji. And the moment Swamiji reaches, within 15 minutes, he explains everybody who is going to take care of what work, and the work starts. And round and round for near about more than 2 to 3 days, he is completely awake and seeing the every moment he's checking, including the testing of the very food which is going for this getting distributed, the people who are cooking, the people who are functioning, the people who are working, every being he is seeing how a person is working, from the level of giving instruction till the level of delivery. He's moving, he's seeing the roads are properly cleaned or not by our team, by our relief team. Are the food is reaching to them properly, the food is getting distributed to them properly, is the cooking is happening properly, is the taste of the food is proper or not, every dimension. And everything is happening by the second or third, I think by the second day itself, we are feeding more than lakhs of people per day, actually. That is the kind of relief work I have seen Swamiji is doing on a massive scale. When this actually this whole storm happened, and really it brought the loss of human life, the loss of materials, the loss of beings, a lot of a huge loss to the nature. But that time, the way Swamiji took up the relief work for us, the dimension got revealed, how Swamiji is actually administering the whole thing. So when you look at the administering aspect, we see the Meenakshi's aspect of how she used to take care of the whole thing, how the Paramashiva Sena actually is another component which Swamiji has brought. Actually, this Paramashiva Sena component is it's the core understanding is to propagate to protect dharma, to propagate the real authentic Hindu Sanatana dharma, the Sanatana Hindu dharma, how through the yoga, through the power manifestation science, and through the powerful cognitions, because these three cognitions are actually constitute the very core of Paramashiva. The Paramashiva is again another aspect of how to rule and how to govern a huge sangha which has crores of followers, crores of devotees worldwide, and is absolutely active, continuously contributing to the whole planet, to the whole humanity, in terms of Annadan, in terms of various, in terms of opening of libraries, in terms of opening of the temples, in terms of opening of the medicine, the healing centers, and Siddha medicines, in terms of giving out the ausadhas. The really he is flooding the whole universe with spiritual solutions. So His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam is flooding the whole humanity with literatures, with spiritual knowledge, with spiritual products, with spiritual ausadhas, everything for the betterment of health, everything for the betterment of wealth, everything for the betterment of spiritual, physical, mental, in all dimensions progress, you can say, is this administering ability, or this administering capability, is a reflection of the how Devi Parasakti is actually is her dimension of Mother Meenakshi, her dimension of governance is getting expressed in all these unique dimensions of Swamiji. So that is what is the biomemory of Mother Meenakshi is in Swamiji. Yes, Swami, you can talk about the various temples, how various temples are actually ready, getting ready for this Leela Alankara of divine incarnation of Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam in the Meenakshi's form.
Yes, Swami. So the cyclone relief for Thane, I think that's where we were talking about. Basically, back in January 2012, we were having some
I think some technical glitch. Until you cure it, I'm continuing. So as I was, am I audible? Yeah. So as I was explaining, the dimension of the integrity to the Guru. Even one more sloka I have from Guru Gita, which says, the na guroru adhikam tattvam, na guroru adhikam tattvam, na guroru adhika tapaha, jnana tapram nasti tasmai Sri Gurave namaha. Na guroru adhikam tattvam, na guroru adhikar tapaha, tattvam jnana param nasti tasmai Sri Gurave namaha. So, which means actually, salutations to Sri Guru. There is no truth higher than the Guru. So, Gurur Adhikam. Adhikam means higher. So, there is no higher, truth than the Guru. This is what the Guru Gita is revealing. So, na Gurur Adhikam Tattvam. There is no higher truth than Guru, and there is no austerity greater than the service to the Guru. understand the service to the Guru, the seva of the Guru, that itself is the, is the biggest tapa. So more than that, there is no other kind of penance is considered as the higher penance. So even if you go to the jungle and stand in one leg and raise your hands towards the sky and towards the sun and do, chant some mantra and do without food and without sleep and stand and do tapasya, even that penance will be called as smaller if you are serving the Guru. If you are serving the Guru, is that itself is a higher penance, is considered as per the Shastras. Same way, it is mentioned that another sloka, Shiva Krudhe Guru Satra, Guru Krudhe Shivo Nahi, Tasmat Sarva Prayatnena, Sri Gururan Saranam Brajet. So, if Shiva is angry, Shiva Krudhe, is basically Lord Shiva is angry, the Guru saves you. So, if Guru gets angry, then even Shiva cannot save you. These are the scriptural understanding. And the third sloka, which actually comes to the conclusion point, which says, even another sloka, Haro Ruste Guru Ruste, Haro Ruste Guru Ruste, Na Kashchana Tasmat Sarva Pratnena Sri Gururam Saranam Brajet. If the Lord Hari is angry, if the Haro Ruste Gurus Tatra, Guru Ruste Na Kashchana Tasmat Sarva Prayatnena Sri Gurunam Saranam Brajet. So, which again he is saying, if Lord Hari is angry, the Guru protects you, but if the Guru is angry, no one can save you. Therefore, make every effort to take refuge in Sri Guru. So, all these, scriptural injunctions is basically leading to one and only one thing, that the devotion towards the Guru is the component which will automatically bring the integrity. Actually, that if you ask whether integrity brings devotion or devotion brings integrity, what comes is the chicken and egg story. So I can say that if you have devotion to the Guru, this is my, from my personal experience, if you have the devotion to the Guru, then naturally, devotion to the Guru will bring integrity, more and more integrity. And if you have more and more integrity towards the Guru, then it will bring more and more devotion towards the Guru. So, which is very essential, because Guru should not keep his eyes off from us. Guru should be, that is the last thing to happen. So, his graceful eyes are always on us. His grace showers always on us. That is the ultimate aspiration of a disciple. Even another component I can say, if somebody asks me, Swami, what do you feel, the most subtle and the unique component which can actually help in the listeners, in a person, to bring integrity into the whole lifestyle towards the Guru, understanding towards the Guru, I can say one and only thing which Swamiji himself has many a times has uttered is the seeking. If we have seeking, the seeking will bring tremendous integrity within us towards the divine, towards the Guru, and that is the whole subject matter. If you have little seeking, that seeking will bring the aspects of integrity and the devotion towards the Guru. Yes, Swami, you can also share this aspect of seeking, which is of paramount importance, which actually helps in bringing the integrity of the disciples towards the Guru.
What is third eye? Can it help us during coronavirus? The third eye is one of the most discussed, debated, and yet misunderstood of the extraordinary powers available to humans.
Yes.
In Sanskrit, the third eye is named with many words: Trinetra,
how the
Chakshu,
seeking
Anya Chakra,
is the
Mahanadi,
very-
Brahmadhya, Tapaloka, Shivaloka. The third eye is a very potent, important power which is stored in every human being. It is the very source of consciousness. All the extraordinary mystical and spiritual traditions continuously work on awakening the third eye. The heart and lungs are internal organs, whereas the third eye is an intra-organ. It can be used not only to see, but to hear, touch, feel, and work as well. Kundalini is the highest inner potential energy we have. When the Kundalini is activated and brought up to the third eye chakra, extraordinary powers express in us. Sri Kailasa Hindu nation has been reaching solutions for coronavirus across the globe since the lockdowns intensified humanity's search for solutions. Science of third eye research from Sri Kailasa has shown the ability to modify brain states at will. Supreme Pontiff of Sri Kailasa, His Divine Holiness Nithyananda Paramashivam, has demonstrated the ability to awaken the third eye safely and according to Hindu Shastra documentation. Initiated healers are able to change the brain activities of others through spiritual healing. Humans are able to regulate their own emotions and mental states. Third eye has been shown to operate independently of brain activity, which means initiates are able to connect directly to cosmic intelligence, bypassing limitations of the mind-body states. Sri Kailasa and Bhagavan Nithyananda continue third eye research and studies. The science is currently available through the online experiential programs. Visit kailasa.org and paramashivoham.org. Everything coexists in the space of oneness. We become what we visualize, what we aspire to, what we hope to become. We become what we visualize. The benevolent source, Paramashiva, gives us the choice. So when we are feeling low, do we align to expansion and enriching, or giving up and destruction, life negative? This is the difference between Devata and demon, the choice to respond with pure life positivity. So much destruction is inflicted by the life negative gangsters, but the source of them too is benevolence. Make the ahimsa happen in you. It's the source of benevolence, Paramashiva. Choose Paramashiva as your response to life as the only solution to create ahimsa inside and out. Experience the revival of the intelligent response to coronavirus and life challenges. The extremely life-positive and completely enriching civilization. The world's most intelligent response to suffering and low moods, with a long-term and permanent solution. Visit kailasa.org.
Whatever you think as your strength, like how much cash you have, how much gold you have, how much money you have in the bank, what all properties you have, your secret passwords, passcodes, your strength secrets, you will tell only to your son or your daughter to whom you are going to give your inheritance. Same way, most important powerful secrets Paramashiva has given to his son Muruga, Subramanya, in Agama called Sarvanyanottaragamam. All the powerful secrets the father will tell only to his son. It is too secret. I am going to open that Agama and give all the essence of all those secrets. Secrets of Charyapada lifestyle, secrets of Kriyapada, secrets of Yogapada, and secrets of Jnanapada. I will make you all feel you are in 16, not just physically, even mentally. You will all be romancing with the whole universe. No frustration, nothing, no corona, no depression, no bothering about economy, no sudu, no soranai, nothing. Next 16 days, no fantasy, only visualization, no delusion, only consciousness. Whatever you think as your strength, like how much cash you have, how much gold you have, how much money you have in the bank, what all properties you have, your secret passwords, passcodes, your strength secrets, you will tell only to your son or your daughter to whom you are going to give your inheritance. Same way, most important powerful secrets Paramashiva has given to his son Muruga, Subramanya, in Agama called Sarvanyanottaragamam. All the powerful secrets the father will tell only to his son. It is too secret. I am going to open that Agama and give all the essence of all those secrets. Secrets of Charyapada lifestyle, secrets of Kriyapada, secrets of Yogapada, and secrets of Jnanapada. I will make you all feel you are in 16, not just physically, even mentally. You will all be romancing with the whole universe. No frustration, nothing, no corona, no depression, no bothering about economy, no sudu, no soranai, nothing. Next 16 days, no fantasy, only visualization, no delusion, only consciousness.
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om 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 Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Be going towards having darshan of the form of Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam in the Meenakshi Swarupam, and in almost all the temples will join. We will be having the offerings for Mother Meenakshi, and the temple priest will further lead us into the offerings of our devotion, of our respect to Mother Meenakshi, and then we will proceed further. So here let us go towards the offerings of temples for today's Leela Darshan, Leela Dhyana Darshan. Yes.
Nithyananda. On the seventh day of the Nithyananda Purnima Utsavam, the Archavatara of His Divine Holiness Swamiji in Adi Kailasa Nithyananda Peetham is gracing in the Meenakshi Alankaram. On the seventh day of the Nithyananda Purnima Utsavam, we celebrate the Leela of Swamiji as Devi Meenakshi, accepting the offering of the diamond crown offered to Devi Meenakshi in Madurai Meenakshi temple. This Leela happened when Swamiji was reclining in Madurai Adinam Mutt. The sannyasi who was attending to Swamiji saw, to his astonishment, the face and the voice of Swamiji changing to that of a divine female one. Swamiji had gone into the Bhava Samadhi of Devi Meenakshi at that time. In that Bhava, Swamiji, as Meenakshi Devi, in a motherly, loving tone, suddenly said, "I have accepted the diamond crown." The very next day, newspapers had published that a devotee had offered a new diamond crown to Devi Meenakshi at the same time when Swamiji, as Meenakshi Devi, declared that he accepted the crown. Celebrating this divine Leela of Swamiji, Swamiji's deity is gracing as Meenakshi Devi in Adi Kailasa Nithyananda Peetham. On this auspicious seventh day of the Nithyananda Purnima Utsavam, Adi Kailasa Nithyananda Peetham and other Sarvajna Peethas across the globe are offering their worship at the feet of our most beloved Swamiji, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam. ॐ धूरसिधूर्वधूर्वन्तं धूर्वतयोऽस्मान् धूर्वतितं धूर्वामस्मन् देवानामधिष्ठितमं पप्रितमञ्जुष्टतमं वह्नितमं देवहूतममहृतमसि हविर्धानन्दृतं भस्वमास्वा आर्मित्रस्य स्वाचक्षा प्रेक्षेमाभिर्मा संविक्ता मात्पाहि गुंशम् ॐ श्री सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्री नित्यानंद परमशिवाय नमः धूपमाघ्रापयामि ॐ दीप्यस्पचातवेदो भक्तनिरुतिर्ममा पशुभिश्चमस्तमावह जीवनं च दिशो दिश मानो हिगुंसि जातवेदो कामश्वं पुरुषं जगत् अभिप्रदक्ताभिः श्रिया मा परिपालय ॐ श्री सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्री नित्यानंद परमशिवाय नमः एकहारति दीपं दर्शयामि ॐ अमृते अमृतोत्पदे अमृतवर्षिणी अमृतं श्रावय श्रावय स्वाहा ॐ श्री सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्री नित्यानंद परमशिवाय नमः निवेद्यं निवेदयामि ॐ सोमो वा एतस्य राज्यमादत्ते यो राजासन् राज्यो वा सोमेन यजते देवस्वामेतानि हवीगुंषि भवन्ति य एतावन्तो वै देवानागं सभाः स एवास्मै समान् प्रयच्छन्ति येनं पुनस्त्वन्ते राज्याय देवसूराजा
नित्यानन्देश्वर परमशिवसमारम्भाम् नित्यानन्देश्वरि पराशक्तिमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. I welcome you all with my love. and respect. I am ready with all the beautiful gifts from Kailasa to share with you all. First thing I want to tell you, I am committed to make myself available to all of you and make all the best things from the Kailasa to make it available as user friendly, day to day practical usable gifts. All the best things from the Kailasa will be made available to whole humanity, best user friendly way, whether it is the science of power manifestation or the mandalas, extraordinary planets. Please understand, I am not using the word plants. Plants is separate. Planets. Graha mandalas, which creates an energy field when it is placed in your home or office. They are called planets, the energy planets, the Graha mandalas. This is the next gift from Kailas. I have brought it for all of you. Understand all this, everything. I am committed to make it as user friendly, available to all of you. From today, will be continuously available to all of you. Through morning and evening satsangs. Morning satsang will be in English, evening satsang will be in Tamil, and the Kailasa Senate meetings, Kailasa Congress meetings, Kailasa Lok Sabha meetings, and Kailasa Rajya Sabha meetings. Kailasa will have 4 parliamentary bodies: Senate, Congress, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. So those Kailasa parliamentary meetings also I'll be available, and every day I'll be accepting the Pada Puja and doing Dial Devatar calls, and all the other sevas I'll be accepting personally. So I'll be available to all of you. I'm committed to all of you, and I'll be available to all of you. That's the first assurance I wanted to give for all my devotees, disciples, sannyasis, yogis, yoginis, especially my favorite Gurukul Balasans, my kids. I know it was very difficult 1 year for all of you, me not being available continuously, maybe last 2 years. So today ends all those sufferings and all those periods. From today, I'll be continuously available. How I was available in 2003, 2004, 2005, in those years. Because now the internet facilities are available, I'll be available more than 2004, 5, Maybe I will be available for all of you 18 hours a day. And the remaining 6 hours, I'll be available for the Kailasa parliamentary meetings, Kailasa Senate, Kailasa Congress, and Kailasa Rajya Sabha and Kailasa Lok Sabha meetings. All the sciences, power manifestation, healing, raising the quality of your existence, consciousness, everything Paramashiva has gifted, he has downloaded into this system, and it is manifesting for all of you as a gift to humanity. Understand, all my disciples, all of you will realize the waiting was worth. I know I have made you all wait for at least last 2 years. You will realize now the waiting was worth because of the quality of the gifts downloaded into this system through this period, this time of spiritual seclusion. The amazing gifts Paramashiva has downloaded into the system. I am overflowing in oneness, samadhi, love, gratitude, awareness, integrity with Paramashiva. Understand all the words I uttered. Awareness, integrity, love, faith, belief, oneness. All these are actually one and the same when you connect with Paramashiva. I tell you, faith in Paramashiva or being aware of your existence, belief in Paramashiva or being integrated to Paramashiva or oneness with Paramashiva, all these are same. I am overflowing with that space and will ensure all of you who declare your integrity to me also experience that same space. The first thing I wanted to share with you, nothing is needed from your side other than declaring simple integrity. Just simple integrity and listen to these satsangs, that is enough. This system is now fully ripe with extreme compassion and life positive attitude. Understand? When I declared my simple integrity to my Guru, Arunagiri Yogeshwara, all I know is what he loves, I will love. What he hates, I will hate. What he wants, I will want. What he does not want, I will not want. That's it. That's what I call simple integrity. You don't even need to struggle because I am going to give you the most powerful logic in which Paramashiva functions. Understand? Please, all of you understand this one point. We always think we are too smart. Just by coming to conclusion, we can execute the conclusion. Whenever I try to speak elaborately about vegetarian lifestyle or compassion, people try to intervene and say, Swamiji, what do you want to say? You mean I should be vegetarian, I should drop non-veg, that's all, na? Okay. But whoever talks like that, I've always seen they fail when they start executing. Understand? Listen very carefully. If you try to jump to conclusion without loading yourself with enough powerful cognitions, your conclusions will not be powerful enough to break your patterns. So when you struggle, when your conclusions are not powerful enough to break your patterns, when you struggle, when your conclusions become powerless, you enter into frustration and your anger turns towards Guru and the whole system, science. Understand, whenever you are not able to make your conclusions into reality, gather more knowledge, more powerful cognitions. The higher logic with which the powerful cognitions can be realized in your system, can become reality in your system. Gather them, understand? Now, I am loaded with powerful cognitions. All you need is a simple declaration of your integrity to me. That's it. Nothing else. Just simple integrity. Nothing else. And listen. These powerful cognitions, when they fill you more and more, they will make your conclusions powerful enough to break the patterns. Jumping to conclusions without gathering enough powerful cognitions is the reason you fail to execute your conclusions. You fail to manifest your conclusions as reality in your life. Many times I have seen, whether I am talking about celibacy, or I am talking about vegetarianism, or I am talking about breaking the tiredness, breaking the boredom, breaking the laziness, or breaking the delusion, breaking the confusion, breaking the violence, breaking the anger, breaking the lying pattern. Whatever I am talking about, if you decide, oh, this is the conclusion, if you jump to conclusion without loading yourself with enough powerful cognitions, your conclusions will not be powerful enough to break your patterns. And when your conclusions are not able to break your patterns, you get into frustration and powerlessness, and your anger turns towards the system and the Guru and the Sangha. You start losing trust on Guru, Linga and Sangha. Understand? Now I am loaded with enough powerful cognitions. Just sit with simple integrity. I will load you with these powerful cognitions. Simply the conclusions will break your patterns and become reality. Some of the fundamental truths about existence. Your existence, understand? Some of the fundamental truths about your existence, if you internalize, the many conclusions which you need to come to, I will not even give those conclusions. You yourself will arrive to those conclusions. When you yourself arrive to those conclusions, you will simply execute it. So listen to these understandings. Jnana pada, knowledge, when it is internalized, lifestyle, devotion, yoga, all the three automatically manifest spontaneously and simultaneously. When jnana pada is internalized properly from the right guru, charya pada, lifestyle, kriya pada, devotion, yoga pada, the yogic manifestation, all that happens simultaneously and spontaneously. That is the power of jnana pada, the right powerful cognitions, understandings. You have 4 components in you. In your life as reality. 1, the matter. Pure matter. Like this floor, ground. Or this yoga danda. This mic. Physical matters. This throne. Simhasana. That is one component. Second, how this physical matter is experienced by you. Mana, mind, understand? Physical matter is not experienced as same by everyone. It varies from person to person. For example, this yoga danda, for me, this is the power storehouse. Whatever powers I have brought from Kailasa, I store it in this, in the form of Kundalini, and release it when I initiate people. For somebody, it may be beautiful silver artwork. For somebody, it is a snake. For somebody, it is just a piece of art. Some may think, how can I get that? Some may think, if I get it, I will worship it. Some may think, if I get it, I will sell it and drink. Some may think, oh, it is too valuable. It should be only with Swamiji and should be used only to initiate all of us. Some may think, can I just touch it and do namaskar, receive the powers? So, you may perceive and experience the same yoga danda in a different way. So, your mana, which perceives the matter, is the second component of you. Third, buddhi, your intelligence, which bridges your matter and mana to consciousness. I should say, how your consciousness perceives the matter and mana is buddhi, intelligence. Understand? I can use various words, but now I am defining these 4 parts. Matter, mind, which experiences matter, intelligence, buddhi. Actually, buddhi is the decision maker. Buddhi is the executive authority of your life. Consciousness is only a constitutional authority. Buddhi is the executive authority in your existence. It is through Buddhi, consciousness receives or sends information. Buddhi receives and passes to consciousness, and Buddhi receives from consciousness and sends it to matter and mind. Understand these four components of reality. Listen. All these four works in the same frequency throughout the planet Earth. For example, if you are intelligent in US, you will be same intelligent if you go to China or India. If you are intelligent in India, you will have the same intelligence whether you go to Australia or Paris. The relationship between the matter, mass, buddhi and intelligence and consciousness will be same throughout the planet Earth. Understand carefully. How in planet Earth we have time zones like Indian Standard Time, Pacific Time, East Coast separate time and West Coast separate time. Various time zones planet Earth has, but all these time zones are horizontal, means same space. In all these time zones, the matter, the way you perceive the matter, mind and your intelligence, decision making authority and your consciousness functions in the same equation. See, the equation between these four does not change whether you are in India or America or Australia, East Coast or West Coast or Central Time Zone or any time zone of the planet Earth. The equation between these four does not alter in you. Listen, I'll repeat. Understanding this truth will help you to come to many powerful cognition conclusions, and those powerful cognitive conclusions will enlighten you. They will make you manifest many powerful cognitions and make you manifest powers. Understand? I'll repeat. Matter, then mind, how you experience matter. For example, if somebody slaps you, the pain of the slapping disappears in few minutes, but the suffering that he slapped, the psychological effect, who slapped, why slapped, and all the repercussions, that continues to haunt you. Understand? That is why I am saying the matter is different and mind which perceives the matter is different. All suffering is from mind, not from matter. Matter maximum can cause only pain, not suffering. Suffering is from mind. The buddhi, decision maker, always tries to compromise, knowing the mind is delusion. Understand? That is the biggest problem. See, the buddhi knows the ultimate truth, consciousness, but it always consoles itself. I know this is the highest truth, but this is the practical reality now. So let me respond to it. Understand? Not responding to what you believe as practical reality is the most practical reality. If you want to be really practical, do not respond to what you believe as practical or what is presented to you as practical. Anybody who does not believe in what is presented to him as practical by the mind becomes winner. The most intelligent game in the life is do not believe what is presented to you as practical by the mind, because mind is waiting to get hurt and it is loaded with the wounds of the past. It is going to only repeat the pains of the past into the future or make you believe the pains of the past is going to come into the future, so you can continue to be the slave of the mind. Understand? Mind is like your senior subordinate. He wants to keep you under his control. He can keep only if you are continuously in problem. If you are free from the problem, he cannot keep you under your control, under his control. Understand about them. People who don't celebrate, clap for your victory. Whenever you are successful, don't pay too much attention to people who clap and enjoy your success. They are all your people. They will be with you forever. Be very careful and beware of the people who don't clap and who don't celebrate your success. They are the representatives of your mind who are constantly strategizing to keep you under their control. Understand? Matter, mind, intelligence, consciousness. The fourth component is pure Paramashiva. Radiating eternally and empowering buddhi, intelligence to act through your mind and the matter. In these four components, you need to understand how the relationship between these four components exists in you. In this horizontal time zone, the relationship is same. If you alter the relationship between these four, if you make your intelligence more powerful, than the mind. The equation between these four starts changing. Then you experience something called vertical time zones. Understand? I'm introducing new word. Horizontal time zone, I already explained. All the time zones you have in planet Earth. East Coast time zone or West Coast time zone or Central time zone or Pacific time zone or Indian Standard Time. All these time zones are horizontal time zones. Same sun rises, sets, and different time zones in different places. And the equation between the matter, your mind and your intelligence and your consciousness is same in all these time zones. If you change the equation, you experience something called vertical time zones. And if you start experiencing vertical time zones, your equations between matter, mind and intelligence and consciousness will start changing. Then the influence of the consciousness over the intelligence and the influence of the intelligence over the mind and the influence of the mind over the matter will drastically increase. The whole power manifestation science is all about increasing the influence of your consciousness on your intelligence and your intelligence on your mind and on your mind on the matter. Listen. All these four are your components. For example, I am giving an example. Matter is 25%, mind is 25%, intelligence is 25% and consciousness is 25% for you in the horizontal time zone. But if you increase the quantity and quality of consciousness percentage in your existence, even if it becomes 30, the whole equation changes. It influences the intelligence. So intelligence also becomes 30. So naturally 30, 30, 60, the mind starts reducing. So intelligence starts penetrating into the mind. Not only mind becomes 20%, it loses power over many of the patterns. So millions of your patterns are destroyed. You start perceiving the matter more clearly, with more truth, with more clarity, more understanding, more real. The delusion drastically comes down. Then you enter into vertical time zone. Understand? The benefit of entering into the vertical time zone, you will realize you don't have death. I tell you. Like when you go to different countries and taste different culture, how you realize many things. Only after coming to West, the first country I traveled outside India is United States of America, USA. Only after coming to USA, I realized there are various brands of cars. I don't want to say India did not have brands of cars, but my awareness was so uninvolved. Did not even look or cognize that there are multiple brands of cars. how when you move to different cultures and countries, your cognitions mature, you grow. Same way, if you start moving towards the vertical time zone, first thing you will experience is tremendous freedom, liberation. I tell you, a liberated person will be most loving, compassionate, trustworthy. Make friends with him. Because he will never have suffocation inside. He will not do anything wrong to you. He may be raw. Most of the gurus are raw. They are not polished people. Very straight. But they will do so much good to you. I will hate what you need to hate in you. That's all. I will never hate you. I will hate what you need to hate in you to experience liberation and enlightenment. To manifest Paramashiva, I will never hate you, understand? If you experience vertical time zone, so much of freedom, liberation, you will realize this idea of multiple births and deaths is not idea, that is reality. People ask me, why do Hindus believe in so many gods? I said, no. We don't believe, we just know so many gods exist. People ask me, do you believe in rebirth? I said, hey, I don't believe, I just know that rebirth exists. When you know the realities of multiple gods and goddesses, multiple births and deaths, various states of consciousness, you become so rich. You make very matured decisions in your life. Understand, I tell you, I have seen people who don't have penny but make very mature decisions about life because they have a right knowledge. Same way I have seen billionaires make stupid decisions about life because they do not have right cognitions about life. Knowing multiple births and deaths, knowing the vertical time zone, knowing the truths of multiple gods and goddesses gives you the strength and energy to make mature decisions. For me, Ganesha actually exists. He actually exists. In Kailasa, he is there. Right now, he is right now listening that I am declaring to planet Earth that he is there. He is happy and blessing. When you call upon him, I'll give you the password. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Just repeat this and call upon him. He really listens and responds. Especially if you are my disciple, you have a special conclusion inside you. Even when your mind goes through mood swings, ups and downs, you know, Swamiji has said, it means it is true. Let me connect to Ganapati. Because Swamiji said, I know it is truth. That gives you the whole strength, like not only your strength, my strength becomes your strength. That is the power of integrity to Guru. Understand? Whenever you declare your integrity to Guru, all the strength of the Guru becomes your strength. All the powerful cognitions of Guru becomes your powerful cognitions. All the wealth of the Guru becomes your wealth. Declaring integrity to Guru makes you one and equal with Guru. You can confidently walk into Kailasa and say, hey, my Guru said Ganapati is here. I came to see him. He gave me the password, Om Gam Ganapatiye Namaha. Please inform Ganapati that I have come to see him. Want to have his darshan. My Guru told he exists. My Guru has seen. I tell you, really he exists. And he responds. Fools are those who say God is one. I tell you, in reality, God is oneness, not one. The oneness is God. I tell you, when you experience the higher consciousness, decide to be integrated to higher consciousness. In my case, I decided I'll be integrated to my Guru, Arunagiri Yogeshwara. That's all. Just my integrity to my Guru, Arunagiri Yogeshwara. He makes sure I am protected. He strategizes properly. The right door will be opened and the right door will be closed, and if all doors are closed, he opens the roof and airlifts me. He does what needs to be done. He protects. All I know is simple attachment to my Guru and simple obedience. He clearly sends the instruction in the buddhi without any doubt. He just clearly speaks, clearly manifests.